1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Ali Ahmed. First, the headlines. The funeral prayers of the Shuhada of Much incident was offered at Hazara Graveyard in Quetta today amid tight security arrangements. Prime Minister says a Special Technology Zones Authority will serve to create a space for the information technology-driven industrial revolution in Pakistan. Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations says Islamabad re-internationalized the Kashmir issue, which was dormant at the United Nations and other international forums for the last 15 to 20 years. India, 10 infants were killed when fire engulfed newborn care unit of a hospital in the state of Maharashtra today. And now the news in detail. The funeral prayer of the Shuhada of Much incident was held at Hazara Graveyard in Quetta today. Deputy Speaker National Assembly Qasim Khan Suri, Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Overseas Pakistanis Zulfikar Abbas Bukhari, Federal Minister Ali Zaidi, provincial ministers and leaders of different political parties, besides a large number of people attended the funeral prayers. Later the bodies were laid to rest in the Hazara Graveyard. On this occasion, strict security measures were in place to avoid any untoward incident. Earlier, the heirs of the martyrs of the Much incident have agreed to bury dead bodies after successful negotiations with the Balochistan government. The announcement to this effect was made by the Federal Minister for Maritime Affairs Ali Haider Zaidi while addressing the participants of sit-in in Quetta. The Federal Minister assured the Hazara community that the terrorists behind this tragic incident would not be spared at any cost. Ali Zaidi said that all demands of Hazara community have been accepted by the government, while the Balochistan government will provide jobs to the heirs of the martyrs. Meanwhile, the Chief Minister Balochistan in a tweet has thanked the heirs of Shuhada of Much incident for the gesture to agree on the burial of the dead bodies and call of dharna in Quetta and all over Pakistan. Prime Minister Imran Khan has said that the Special Technology Zones Authority will serve to create a space for foreign investors, indigenous companies and educational and training institutes to collaborate for the information technology-driven industrial revolution in Pakistan. Addressing the launching ceremony of the Special Technology Zones Authority in Islamabad, he said collaborative efforts and correct course of comprehensive national development through these special technology zones will lead to the utilization of the immense potential of the youth of Pakistan. 40 more people died of coronavirus pandemic in the country over the last 24 hours, according to the latest statistics issued by the National Command and Operations Center. 2007 new cases of COVID-19 were surfaced in the country after conducting the tests of 40,898 people during the same period. 455,445 people have so far recovered from the pandemic. Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations, Munir Akram, says Kashmir dispute is not just a territorial dispute, but it is a dispute which involves the people of Kashmir. Speaking at the webinar, he said every Pakistani has a deep sense of commitment to the Kashmir cause. He said Pakistan re-internationalized the Kashmir issue, which was dormant at the United Nations and other international forums for the last 15 to 20 years. Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Black laws enforced by the Modi-led fascist Indian government have empowered its troops to use force against innocent Kashmiris with impunity to suppress their sentiment for freedom. An analytical report released by the Kashmir Media Service today said that thousands of Kashmiris are languishing in Indian prisons under these black laws. They urged the global rights bodies to speak for the Kashmiris' rights and compel India to restore all their basic human rights. In India, 10 infants were killed when fire engulfed newborn care unit of a hospital in the state of Maharashtra today. 7 other newborns who were admitted in the unit were, however, rescued. The cause of the fire was not known immediately. United States President Donald Trump has said that he will not attend the Joe Biden's swearing-in ceremony, which will be held on 20th of this month. Trump's decision to skip Biden's swearing-in ceremony comes after weeks of his refusing to acknowledge that Biden defeated him in the election. Meanwhile, President Trump has been permanently suspended from Twitter due to the risk of further incitement of violence. According to Twitter, the decision has been made after close review of his tweets. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News.